Hey, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Star Wars Coffee, where in today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at how Dave Filoni may have already hinted at Kenobi's plot through the Clone Wars. That's today here on Star Wars Coffee. Greetings, Exalted Ones. Greetings to all you Jedi, Padawans, and younglings out there. This is Star Wars Coffee, covering everything you need to know about the latest developments, news, and leaks in Star Wars, and as always, giving you my analysis. Obi-Wan Kenobi, a legendary Jedi Master. Obi-Wan Kenobi, a noble man, gifted in the ways of the Force, who trained Anakin Skywalker, served as a general in the Republic Army during the Clone Wars, and guided Luke Skywalker as a mentor. Obi-Wan Kenobi does have quite a rap sheet, hopefully going to be referred to as Ben Kenobi in the upcoming Kenobi series, starring Ewan McGregor. Remember that this is going to be a 6-episode miniseries, with each episode rumored to be the length of a feature-length film. What are we going to expect in terms of plot for the Kenobi series? We have some reason to suggest that we could expect flashbacks from the Clone Wars. This has been reported by multiple outlets. With the rumored appearance of Hayden Christensen, I have that covered on the channel, so you can go take a look at that as well. But it does suggest something that I think Dave Filoni has done that really hints at what he's been so good at this entire time, and that is continuing to weave these different mediums together. And one of the things that I think he's going to touch on, and he would be very curious if he didn't, is touch on this idea of one of the unfinished Clone Wars episodes from the original season that was actually never produced. So what I would like to do is take a look and play this clip for you, and think that this could be one of the main things that Obi-Wan's PTSD could hinge on in the Kenobi series. So let's take a look at this clip here now.
I'll contact Ahsoka. Maybe she can...
Anakin.
Forget about it. She's gone.
Anakin, do you want to talk about it?
What's there to talk about?
Nothing, I suppose. Perhaps we should set up camp. Sound like a plan?
Whatever you say, Master.
Anakin, dwelling on Ahsoka's decision won't bring her back.
I miss her, okay? Is that what you wanted me to say? I still can't understand how she could have left the Order.
It was a surprise decision to all of us.
It was wrong. She's a Jedi. She belongs with us. She's one of us.
She made the decision, Anakin.
Well, what choice did we give her? The moment there were any suspicions about her loyalty, the Council turned their back on her.
I will grant you mistakes were made, but she chose to leave. Part of the Jedi way is not letting emotion cloud your better judgment. And that's precisely what Ahsoka did, even in her most critical moment. Why don't you get some rest?
I'm not tired. You can rest, Master. I'll keep first watch.
Then, I will accept your kind offer. You can't take responsibility for Ahsoka's decision, Anakin.
How would you feel if I turned into a major disappointment?
It's not the same.
It's precisely the same. You took me under your wing and practically raised me. I'm your Padawan, just like Ahsoka was mine. How well would you sleep knowing I failed you?
Not very well, I imagine. Luckily, that isn't true, and never will be.
As you saw, there was some brilliant foreshadowing there, and also very sad to see that how would Obi-Wan sleep if Anakin had failed him and essentially betrayed him, which is what we saw in Revenge of the Sith. Now, what I think would be wise is if they were to recreate this scene in live action with Hayden Christensen donning the Clone Wars armor as well as Ewan McGregor. And I think that this would be an excellent scene, and you could essentially do this on the same set that you're going to use for Tatooine. And what this would allow you to do is to really give us an insight look at why Obi-Wan has, in a sense, withered to the point he is in A New Hope. Now, we know that Ewan McGregor did not play Obi-Wan originally in The New Hope, and that role was portrayed by the legendary Alec Guinness. Now, we see Alec Guinness is a few years older than Ewan McGregor would have been in this time. Although, you must remember that this is going to be 19 years later, is where Alec Guinness would have played at the start if he were to have continued to play the role. So Ewan McGregor will have been 15 years since Revenge of the Sith, which means the character would still have technically 4 years to age. Now, Ewan McGregor does not look nearly as old as Alec Guinness. So what this would suggest in terms of canon and character development is that this betrayal has really taken a toll on Ben Kenobi. This is why he has turned into, as Luke calls, a creepy old hermit. Now, what you can surmise from this is that we will have to get to point A to point B, and Dave Filoni and whoever else is working on these scripts must have some sense that this needs to happen. A great way to do this would continue to be to develop the character of Obi-Wan through the eyes of Anakin, essentially his downfall, and I assume that Obi-Wan holds a tough heart on it for himself up to a certain point. And seeing this scene in live action would really give credence to the fact that the Clone Wars Unfinished episodes are quite good, because they all are really good, in fact. And I think that what this would allow you to do is really give an insight into why Obi-Wan was so hesitant to talk to Luke about anything up until the point where Luke, on accident, essentially sought him out. This would also be another great thing to tie in to the prequels, where in Episode 2's Attack of the Clones, Anakin told Padme that Obi-Wan was the closest thing he had to a father. And in the description, in the context of what Padme and Anakin were talking about, it seems to be in the same type of context. You could whittle that into a father-son context where one does not think the other is ready yet, despite the fact that he wants to be. So this would be another excellent opportunity to not only tie in to the prequels, but also to tie in the Clone Wars, and really weave all of these together. And if they do get from point A to point B where Ewan McGregor turns into the Alec Guinness Obi-Wan, more hermit style, this would really be a great way for Disney to hinge the prequels, the Clone Wars, and the original trilogy together in one nice little bow. So let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. Thank you guys for watching. May God bless you and the Force be with you always. If you enjoyed this episode, and frankly, even if you didn't, don't forget to subscribe.
Do it!
And if you want to help spread the word, please give this video a thumbs up and tell your friends to subscribe. Please check out the official Star Wars Coffee merchandise, and don't forget to check out all of the content playlists on this channel, including The Rise of Skywalker, The Mandalorian, and much more.